Hey, it's Janae, here to brighten, enlighten, and ignite your day. It's Transformation Tuesday, and I'm here with another edition of The Gist, helping you get inspired and start your transformation. Today's book that I want to focus on is Positivity by Dr. Barbara Fredrickson. What I love about this book, it's groundbreaking research on the science of positivity. So positivity isn't a fairy fable that just some people have or don't have. It's a science and it's an art that we can all live and practice. So what inspired me that I want to share with you are the 7 facts around positivity and a magic ratio. So 7 facts are, number 1, first of all, positivity feels good. And it's really important to feel good. So science shows that we can increase our health, our well-being, our energy when we actually feel good. And we feel better when we're more positive, bottom line. Second fact, positivity actually changes your brain and how your mind works. So there's different connections in your brain going on when you are positive. The third, positively transforms your future. So who you are today does not have to determine who you're going to be tomorrow. You can institute more positivity in your life to get more positive results. All right, let's look at the 4th fact is positivity puts the brakes on negativity. So the great thing is, just like when you come into a dark room, how even just a candle can bring light to a room. That's the same thing about positivity, okay? It can outweigh negativity. It can put the brakes on negativity. And one of the things is one of the best ways you can increase your positivity is actually to decrease your negativity. And part of that is just being aware of how negative are you. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're always making negative comments or stuff, but just truly be aware of what is your default. And most of us have a default that's a negative default. In fact, I've heard up to 80% of our thoughts can tend to be negative thoughts, unless we consciously choose different thoughts that are more positive, like positivity. So, but that's one of the best ways to increase positivity and decrease negativity is to actually be aware of that and put a brake on negativity so you can speed ahead on positivity. All right, let's look at another fact is positivity obeys the tipping point. So you might not notice the power of positivity in your life or somebody's life until after a while, but little choice after little choice after little choice after positive action soon obeys what's called a tipping point, like the snowball effect. It will start to increase and roll, and you'll see more positive effects in your life just by holding true to that. You can choose to increase your positivity. Yes, we are born with certain DNA that might make us more positive or negative, but the great thing is science proves that you can increase it with practice. So just like you have to practice an instrument, a sport, a speech, you too have to practice positivity. And there is a magic ratio, which is the last fact that I want to share with you. The magic ratio is 3 to 1. 3 to 1. What that means is 3 positive interactions or comments to 1 negative is a secret to success. And unfortunately, what research found is the majority of people barely have a 2 to 1 ratio. And what's interesting about this is science proving it. I've actually heard ratios up to the importance of a 10 to 1 ratio of positive comments to a negative comment in your life or other people's life. But science, what they've proved, it's even as low as 3 to 1. So the transformation is, for me, and hopefully you, is this idea of it being the new normal. So many years ago, this idea of an emotional intelligence, other positive psychology, in fact, where this research comes out of, they weren't necessarily terms. but now they've become a new normal. And my hope is that this idea of the science of positivity can become a new normal, because our emotions are contagious and other people can catch that. And in fact, I was sitting at my son's soccer game, and he's playing a U11 league, and of course, they do a great job. There's a lot of improvements. And I was sitting next to a gentleman who was cheering for his son, right? But I would say his ratio was probably, and I'm not exaggerating, 25-1 of negative to positive. It was like, you're not running fast enough. You didn't get the ball. Get in front. Do this. And I was sitting next to him, and I had all I could do to do the opposite, where I'm like, good job, team. Keep going. Hustle. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm more inspired when I actually hear positive comments, even though I know maybe I didn't hustle as good or didn't do something. So just think about that. What is your ratio? What can you do in your life to increase the positivity and flow